will be the latest addition. But before he's taken to his cell, he must be strip searched.
Green booth. Step into a green booth on the left, find your name hanging from one of those blue bags. Strip down naked. Okay?
Inmates often hide drugs and paraphernalia in clothing or body cavities.
You too, raise your arms in the air. Head forward, enhance your hair. Open your mouth, dentures, partials, anything come out. Nope, take your hand, lift your balls of penis, turn around. Bend over, spread your butt cheeks, and cough. You see your feet, look at your toes. Next one. Thank you. There you go.
As an addict, Paul faces something far more harrowing than a strip search in a jail cell. Denied drugs, he'll go through a long and agonizing withdrawal. With so many addicts coming through its doors, the detention center staffs a medical unit that specializes in treating substance abuse. Tonight, nurses will have to deal with Paul Lyman's heroin withdrawal. Staff nurse Topor will administer a course of drugs called a protocol to counter the harmful effects.
We have several protocols, but we have a very specific one for alcohol withdrawal. And then we have another one for people in opiate heroin withdrawal. It's very specific also. They're based on the fact that both of those withdrawals can be so harmful that we really need to push those drugs in order to prevent further damage to this person who's really suffering from it.
Out here to the left on the black line, stop at the corner.
Addict Paul is now ready to be transferred to the detention center's 6th floor where his cell awaits. For now, he'll have nothing but a bed, a sink, and a toilet. And without heroin, he faces a series of long and painful days ahead. A busy Friday night at the Multnomah County Detention Center in Portland, Oregon is heating up as midnight approaches.
Been here before? No?
Shift Sergeant Gorton, a 10-year veteran of the facility, heads into the parking area to help her team. A new detainee has just been brought in, only he's unconscious from drinking.
He woke up and talked to us just fine for a little while.
Hang on a second, guys.
Sergeant Gorton breaks out smelling salts to revive the man.
No más? All right, come on out. Venga aquí. Mira, ¿tiene problemas médicos? No. ¿Estás tomando medicina? Sí.
Nearby, trouble is brewing when another suspect refuses to do as he's told.
You know what? You need to knock it off right now.
Why?
Sergeant Gorton immediately takes control.
You just shut your mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Beat my tear me up.
Let me explain something to you. If you want to be treated with respect, you treat me with respect, treat my staff with respect, all right? We're going to treat you exactly the same way you treat us. Okay, when you come in here yelling and screaming, you're going to get a lot of negative attention. They're just doing their jobs, okay?
He's just doing his job, I realize that.
You stay cool, I'll stay cool. If you rise back up again, I'm going to get angry again.
I won't.
All right. All right,
Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
If you come in here and you're up here, it's our goal to get you down here so that we can get you through the booking process. I want to be able to show my staff it's easy to physically control somebody. It's a lot harder to verbally control somebody. Our goal is to verbally control them before we have to physically control them.
On hectic weekend nights, these deputies face a constant struggle. Remember, they're unarmed and words don't always work, especially with more and more drug users coming in, bursting with hostility and rage. Like a man picked up on a theft charge at a local bus stop.
Moving faster, dog. Why y'all be how much they be scared, man? What's that?
What's your name?
Don't worry about my name.
He's so aggressive, Deputy Bledsoe suspects he's on methamphetamine, or meth, a highly potent form of speed.
Take my cuffs off, cuz. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be a...
Meth can cause psychotic outbursts, so Bledsoe and the other officers surround him to prevent any violent attacks.
Get off me, man! Man, don't touch me, man. Don't touch me, bro. Get off me, man.
They move him to an isolation cell and take the cuffs off, but he only becomes more aggressive.
Get down on your hands and knees.
I can't win. I can't win against all y'all, man.
You're right.
I can't, but I'll be out.
Put your hand under your belly.
I'll be out.
If you move,
I
you
know,
will
I'll
be
be dead.
tased.
Because I'm a black man in a white America.
To protect himself and his fellow officers, Deputy Bledsoe points a taser, a 50,000-volt electroshock gun, at the detainee. It's the only weapon he has. As he reaches for it, things turn ugly. But eventually, officers control the situation without resorting to the taser. Fortunately for the deputies, not everyone is so aggressive.
I scared myself.
About a third of the people arrested in Portland tonight will be charged with minor offenses, like trespassing and public drunkenness. They'll get a citation similar to an infringement notice.
Citations are here for identification purposes only. They have a little less patience than most people that come in here.
Many are first-timers, and they don't like being treated like criminals.
They're not familiar with the process because chances are they haven't been here before. And if they haven't been here before, then this whole process that they're going through is new to them, and they get very upset about that.
But many of them are still drunk or high, which makes them unpredictable and potentially dangerous. If everybody knows the rules, everybody stays safe. But some cases, like this alleged drunk driver, have trouble understanding anything.
So here's the deal. I'm gonna take the handcuffs off. When the handcuffs come off your wrist, your hands go on the counter. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. And by taking your hands off the counter, I will deem that a threat to my safety and have to take appropriate actions.
You don't have to worry about that.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying that's the
I
way it works.
understand, but you understand that I'm not gonna.
Okay.
You are in
Well,
no danger.
Put your feet nice and wide for me. There you go. Just put down, please.
This man seems harmless enough, but detainees could be concealing anything, anywhere. The deputy takes no chances.
We've had guns on the counter, we've had knives on the counter, where officers miss them on their searches.
Keep your hands on the counter.
That's why when we tell someone to put their hands on the counter and don't move them until I tell you to, because I don't know what you have on you.
Next, the deputy confiscates personal property to be returned upon release and takes fingerprints.
That goes back to her. This goes to you. Wipe off the grease. Garbage can for the garbage. You can have a seat right there in the...
Fingerprints are used to record or confirm his identity and to check whether he has a criminal record. The drunk driving suspect is slated for a quick release, but he still needs to follow the rules in the open booking area.
Don't put your feet up there. Don't be an Just one of those simple rules. Jason, just so you know, your citation, once you finish the booking process, you'll be out of here in about 4 hours after you're done getting your picture taken and everyone talks to you. If you be an it'll take about 8 hours.
A lot of times we have to sit there and explain the whole process to them, that we can't let them go until we verify who they are and verify that they don't have any outstanding warrants.
Surprisingly enough, some people even turn themselves in at the detention center. People like Miranda Harris, a 28-year-old drug addict. To prevent being convicted on a cocaine possession charge, she recently entered a drug rehab program, but dropped out, and the court issued a warrant for her arrest. She considers herself an addict, not a criminal.
You know, I'm an addict. That's not all I am. Though I might share a similar charge with someone else. Not being defined as an individual is the hardest thing about being here. This is not a place where I plan to stay or keep coming.
Though she came in on her own, to deputies she's just another offender. They'll do a contraband search, take fingerprints.
Go ahead and wipe it off. Have a seat in the front row over there.
And mug shots.
Okay, go ahead and look straight up at the camera.
Harris is no stranger to the process. She's been here half a dozen times before. She has a 12-year-old daughter and real hopes for a better future. But the rehab program may have been her last chance to make good in the eyes of the court. Now, when she faces the judge, he could let her drug conviction stand, and she could do serious time behind bars. Harris will be held for the whole weekend in a housing cell on one of the building's upper floors.